Did it connect? It said it wasn't connecting. I think it connected. Well, hello, my lovely leather ladies and lads. We're live, Lily. Look at all these L's. Lots of alliteration. Hello, my lovely leather ladies and lads. We are here tonight. We've got a bunch of things to talk about. Hoping everyone can jump on. Just giving everyone a minute. I'm also looking for this. I can never see my comments up there or who's on, so always gotta look down here. Besides, we're launching new product tonight. Woohoo! New product. I'm Jessica, by the way. This is Lily. She's the helper. Are you the designer? Lily's the designer. Lily's the designer and the leather worker. Yeah? You the designer and leather worker? More? All right. Give everyone a moment. There we are. I found it online. I see we are there. Let's do the sonnet. Are you coming? What does my sweater smell like? Does it smell good? I don't know if Aunt Becky's going to be around tonight. Well, you can see. I don't know if Jennifer's feeling okay. No, she's been sick. So let's see if she's around. For all of you on Instagram, not Instagram, sorry, YouTube and Rumble, I can't see you. I'm sorry. This is run on a delay. World of Inspiration wants to join me on live. I don't know if she really meant to do that. Drop me a comment if you really want to do that. I'll add you. If you want to join, I'll let you join. We can talk about yarn. I'm all about yarn. I've got product tonight and an auction that's happening on another page, and we're going to talk about a lot of things. Sonnet's here. World of Inspiration Yarn is here. So World of Inspiration Yarn, Carla, I see it says you want to join the video. Would you like to join the video? I'll add you. If you don't want to join the video, I won't add you. If you hit it on accident, that's fine. No, you don't want to join? Okay. I mean, I know you said you wanted to practice going live. We can do that. I'm an introvert. I'm not a fan of getting up here in front of people and doing this. But there's no people here, so it's kind of easy. And as long as there's people talking in the comments, that helps a lot. Sonnet's here. Hello, Sonnet. Lily is giving me the cold shoulder. No dress tonight because somebody chewed the neckline on the dress she was wearing. And I just didn't have a chance to get another dress on her, so she's just going to freeze until we're done. Carla's in her PJs. World of Inspiration Yarn. Do you mind if I call you Carla? I really should ask first because I see you're going by your business name. But, you know. Okay, Lily's down. Okay, so we've got lots of things to do tonight. I almost hit the join live button before too. Sonnet, I would have made you. I totally would have made you. You guys have your tea. I'm drinking chai tea, traditionally made with a sweetener and a creamer. So I've got my cream and sugar in my chai. Cheers for all us teetotalers. And that's going to keep my whistle wet while we talk tonight. So we're going to release the spring line. We also have going on right now over at Windwalker Ridge Mustang Sanctuary. Yes, I'm reading it. They have an auction going on of a pair of earrings that I made, but it's a very special set. It's not just a pair of earrings, it's a whole set, and it's very special. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. They have an auction. They're auctioning it off. It's a great fundraiser for their mares. We vetted the program, made sure it was a good program a good thing. I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm not good at it. So far, looking at the auction, it ends at 8 o'clock Central Time. So that's very soon. Becky, no tea, just finished a piece of strawberry lemonade cake. She teaches her boys to bake. What a good mom. Her future daughter-in-laws are going to love her. Why does it say nobody's on my thing? That's so funny that it says nobody's on. But I'm seeing comments. Yeah. So anyway, over at the Windwalker Ridge Mustang Sanctuary's auction, it ends in what? Less than 30 minutes? And right now the high bid is Sonnet. Woohoo! This lady right here. She's the high bid. Thank you for pushing this along. We'll see how many other people bid and what happens. But since we're going to be on here live, I'm going to keep an eye on that, and we're going to announce the winner live here. So let's talk about that piece. It is partially packaged and ready to go, but I'm going to unpackage it. It is a long, it's 12 inches metal to tip, just give or take, not quite. It's 10 inches of leather. You'll see a little bit of discrepancy on one video to the next, showing that it's, there you go. So it's 10 inches of the leather itself, and it's got the beads on the string. No, I don't like to be in camera. I know what you look like, Sonnet. Sonnet says nobody knows what she looks like. I know what she looks like. I found Ryan's post, and I also know what you look like because I've seen another post of you too. Didn't know that. I realized I shouldn't have bid. I really want someone from that group to have it. Donate back for another auction. Well, that might do. It says see more. There we go. So, well, maybe it'll be bid out twice. So here it is. It says patience. It's beautiful. It's got these beautiful little ivy on there. It's got a little bit of them on that feather there, and it's got some beautiful on that. It's got the yellow, the brown, the beads. This little clip will clip to your tack, your harness, any piece of leather. It shouldn't bother the horse too much, depending on where you put it. Braid his or her mane, braid the mane, and clip it in. Hello, Antonia. So you can clip it into their mane when it's braided. So that works. Hello, Christiana. So this one does have a lot of detail. If you take a look, if it will focus, I always squint my eyes trying to make it focus. So you'll see me squinting my eyes to make it focus. You'll see that literally the brush strokes are on this. Look at that. It is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then there are earrings that match. So this goes on your horse, or you can put it on your pocketbook. Sonnet, you know, you don't ride anymore, but you can still take it and put it on your pocketbook and wear the earrings. That works. They work great as a pocketbook charm. You can clip it to the saddle. Yes, I think in one of my one of my images, I have it clipped to a saddle. Those were all photoshopped. This has never actually been on a horse. So if you saw any of those with this on a horse, it's never actually been on a horse. I photoshopped it. So here's the earrings that match. They're 4-inch, about the length that I'm wearing now. You want them a little bit bigger when you're up on a horse to see, although Sonnet, you'll wear bigger than this anyway. Same detail, same striations for detail of the feather, matching the charm. The charm says patience. I've upgraded these to pure sterling, not pure, 925 sterling. So there we have it. I was going to say if I had a horse, I would them for me instead. I do take custom orders. I'm actually got a custom order for these right now. It's going to be teal and brown, and it's inspired by sunflowers and the turquoise stone. That's my inspiration's going to be. So we'll see how that turns out. I could so use it, but I want to see it on a horse and rider. Well, don't worry, Sonny. I'm making more. Like I said, I got a custom order for them. So since I've been putting them on my page, I got a custom order. So there'll be more, and they'll be going on riders and horses. And hopefully we get a picture of it. The horse is black and beautiful. And so I can't wait to see it on the horse and get like a picture of it, not photoshopped onto a horse. Antonia doesn't have a horse, but she wants one for her purse. So she can have earrings that match her purse. Seriously, these make great purse charms. If you carry a large bag, they make great purse charms as well. You could give it to someone you know that currently rides. That's a good idea, Becky. You could order a set that potentially matches your pony's bridle, yes. It depends on what I have. So the order that I just took, and give me a moment. I didn't plan on doing this, but I'm going to, because I didn't know this order was going to go through, and it just did. Hold on. I gotta block the camera off of my shoulder while I'm reaching. Alrighty, we've got, nope. It's not there. All right, hold on. I'm going to show you. Don't go anywhere. Well, I just spilled everything. That's not a good thing to do while you're live. Especially with Lily the leather eater. Don't want her eating any of this. Alright, picked it all up. That wasn't too bad. However, I did not get the brown leather. I'm back. Anyone miss me? So the one that I'm doing, I didn't grab the brown leather because it got buried in the avalanche of, I have little tiny pieces of scrap left. This is the teal that I'm going to use. And I thought I had a brown. Oh, I do. I do have one. I'm going to use the same brown that I used for the ornaments. This is the ornament. So I'm going to put these two together. Look how fantastic. The back one's going to be brown with this on top. Isn't that going to be gorgeous? You're down to one black and white amazing pony. I could order a match. You could potentially. There we go. So this lady's got a black pony, horse. I don't know, like if you're calling all horses ponies or whatever. I know some people do that, but those are going to be the color scheme. I mean, it's not going to be a painted ornament, but it's that same leather. I'm going to use the back side. So that's the color combo right there. Sonny, I think, yeah, you do have that ornament. I think you actually own a pair of earrings that have this color combination as well. So that's what we're making. That's going to be coming down the line, all because I donated this set to the horse people. I love that color combination too. And that teal, I call it teal for inventory's sake. It's really kind of a turquoise more than a teal. Actually, Sonny, I think you own the turquoise stone ones where I painted this to look like a stone. I'm going to do that again on this one. I'm going to paint it to look like a stone. So that's going to be so much fun. No, we're not talking about the ornament. All right, everybody loves the ornament. Thank you. Okay, who wants to see the new spring line? Totally off topic. I love your nails. Thank Thank you. I did my eyes to match my nails because sometimes I'm just a little too much of a princess for my own good. But my daddy's a king, so. The nails are Color Street. I am known for trading earrings for Color Street. It's a bad habit, but I can get like a month of wear out of a set of Color Street. This is their child loss awareness set. It's got this little pink and blue, because pink and blue are the colors. So it's got pink on one side and blue on the other. It's really kind of a little bit more of a periwinkle, so I have periwinkle on my eyes. But yeah, that's the colors for child loss awareness. So, Gypsy's bridle is beaded with turquoise. So Sonic, you're going to want to get on it before I use up all my turquoise. We're going to get to the end of it at some point. I mean, I only have so much. All right, so let's quick check the time. Let's quick check the auction. I'm going back over to the Windwalker Ridge page. I'm hitting refresh, and then we're going to talk about today's new releases. And it looks like I'm going to hit newest comments. Sonic, you are still up #1. So we'll see how this goes. I still need to get some of that Color Street. What's her name? Who used to come on the live? She doesn't have Facebook anymore. She's on Instagram. She's still active over on Instagram. I'll connect you with her. She does the Color Street. I tried Color Street because Becky, this lady here, had a party, and I bought a pair because, you know, somebody has a party, buy a pair, and you're like, okay, whatever. And I loved them. And then I couldn't find them anywhere, and then I finally found them again, so love them. Okay, Christiana, you're on. You were making comments about these, and so I thought they've got a lot of comments besides just yours, but you're just one that I can think of off the top of my head. There we go. So I thought I'd show these. They're not new. They're not old. They're not new, though. They're called Full Moon. No, Blue Moon. One's a Blue Moon. And they're made with 2 different blue leathers. And this beautiful hand-dyed shiny piece. The back of them is just blue. They're 2-inch. They're our most popular size. And you say they're prettier live. They're actually prettier in person. I cannot get a single camera to show you just how gorgeous these are. And the fact that some of these colors that I paint with it's a painterly technique. It's not paint. All sorts of chemicals, all sorts of chemical reactions to get these things to stick certain ways and preparing the surfaces. Long story. Anyway, these colors are also color changing. See, I'm squinting my eyes trying to get it to focus. I just gotta get my head out of the way and it focuses, usually. So they're color changing. So right now I've got studio lights going, and it's very hard to get any kind of color differential because I've got like an array of lights and a ring lights and, you know, all the different things. So it's really hard to see how the color changes on those. So there's this hint of changing color behind this gorgeous hand-dyed piece. And when you get them, a lot of times when you get your feathers, you're going to see these little dark rings up at the top. Those dark rings are enamel. I attach those around the holes to make the holes sturdier. Just like we can rip the skin and rip our earrings out, we can rip the skin and rip the earrings out. So I reinforce it with enamel to kind of make it stay. All right, new earrings, $8.50. So we got a few more minutes. So new earrings, new spring line. Here we go. Spring has sprung. So every year I start off the spring line with the St. Patty's Day earrings. I'm not really, hello, Sammy. It's okay if you're late. Just, you know, we're glad you're here. So we start off the spring line with St. Patty's Day, and I'm showing you some of the silver ones first. Silver was just restocking. These have a a black edge and a white edge, and on the back one is a black and one is a white. So a little black and white and silver for those, just because we're out of silver earrings, and you know, making them all one of a kind is hard. I'm getting creative, trying to find new ways. I've made them in a 2-inch as well, same way. I love the way the 1-inch white in the back looks. It's kind of dirtied and faded, and get my face out of the way. So I start off every spring with the St. Patrick's Day earrings, because 2 years ago when I started this business, that was the first thing I did, was make St. Patrick's Day earrings. And I made them all based on gold, and that was when I learned that I could float glitter inside leather. And they went like wildfire, and I still have 2 pair for myself that I wear regularly. Aren't these gorgeous? They look like little wings. They're silver, white tipped, and the black just looks like a shadow, so they look like wings. My black and silver earrings go with everything. Hopefully these will too. And I never can keep them in the store, black and silver. These are the 2-inch. Again, it's got the white accent, the black breaks the shadow, white tips, really looks like wings, because our spring line, we're kind of going further from wings, or from feathers into wings. And we're doing St. Patrick's Day. So let's get into St. Patrick's Day earrings. You may have seen these. These came out today. The rest of them will go live tonight. Aren't they gorgeous? That is a green suede. And yes, I'm crazy. I took a suede and I applied some specialty chemicals. Where is it? Oh, it's over there out of reach. I can't show you. So I apply this really particular chemical, and then you put gold leaf. That's right. This is all gold leaf. Gold leaf on suede. I'm crazy. Like, every leather worker on earth has like said to me, how do you make these work? How do you da-da-da-da-da? Well, of course I have to seal them in, and being earrings, they don't get as much wear and tear and weathering, so you can be a little bit more loose about being cautious in that sense, but still, to make them have longevity, they've all been coated. Only the gold foil part has been coated. So I've made them in the 1-inch. Those were released today. They're already out there on the website. The rest of them I'm going to do tonight. You can get them in 2-inch. The 2-inch has, I see a beautiful and I see a wow. Thank you very much. The 1-inch has this cute little seed bead, and then a gold bead, then a seed bead. This one has a seed bead, a gold bead, and then a larger hand-blown glass bead. And then I also have in 3-inch. Wait till you see the 3-inch. Hold on, I'll show you. But the beads, very similar, but this one added a white bead on top. Wait till you see these 3-inch. These are just gorgeous. Look at these. Long, narrow. They've got this gorgeous fold to them. Oh, the backs, by the way. Look at this green metallic that's on the back. Green metallic leather, green suede on the other side with gold foil. Doug made me a cross with gold leaf and ruby stones. Well, it just doesn't have ruby stones. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get all St. Patrick's Day like. Look at that. See? Look at me. I got all St. Patrick's Day. Oh, by the way, there's my business license just to show you, because I got to have that in here at some point. But I've got Lily's Bed's got a shamrock. I've got shamrocks everywhere, and green, and shamrocks over my head. Yeah. Wouldn't do it if it wasn't for the business, honest. Not like that. Not that much. The rest of my house is not that decorated. Just the studio. And actually just that corner of the studio. One of these days I might do a studio tour. I keep talking about that. I haven't. So here is the 4-inch with the gold leaf. Look at that. Again, it also has the beautiful sculpted end. These beautiful cuts. Look at that, the beads. Has an extra gold one that the other ones didn't. Look at that. Beautiful. So the videos, they'll be up all week. You'll be able to see them. They're gorgeous. They're gorgeous, I tell ya. These aren't new, but these are coming out this week as well in the videos. I don't know if you've seen them already or not. I forget once I schedule them what day they're scheduled for. These are a steampunk inspired ones. We've got beautiful gears, that golden buckskin, the black, the gray. It's actually black, but it's grayish black leather. And yes, I hand painted that. I did. I hand painted it. So you've got the fronts look like this and the backs look like this. And so you can wear your hair up, and these are also on a rotating, so they will literally spin around for you. So they just keep going around. Well, gently they go around, and they only go so far, and then they go back. So it will mostly keep the front in the front and the back in the back, but not always. So it was important to make sure the back was also painted. Next up, yes, there's more. So I'm not going to just do one green, because if you don't wear a lot of dark green, rich, dark, you know, shamrocky green, and you still want something later in green to wear for your St. Patty's Day party or your outing, or just to wear with your green spring clothes, because it's springtime. Almost. I'm pushing it. We're getting snow tomorrow. We're getting snow tomorrow, and I'm trying to push the spring. So we want spring, we want spring, we want spring. So these I call sea glass because, man, they just look like gorgeous sea glass. Very summery almost, springy, super sparkly. It's having trouble focusing because of the sparkles. There we go. Oh, it's metallic and sparkly. There's a whole lot of shine here. It doesn't know where it's focusing. There we go. Maybe we can get a better shine, better on the bigger ones. And the backs are suede. A little bit more of a limey, minty green. These are the 1-inch. I think I touched my earrings too much. The leather is so soft I can't leave it alone. I have a few pairs that are like that. This pair I actually love to touch. Well, I want all these. I might need to go get another job. We're going to be in the 80s on Thursday. Becky, come visit. Take the snow with you. Becky wants snow. I want 80s. Maybe we should just trade. You can come home, live here. Becky grew up here. You can come home and live here, and I'll go live down there. Carla, green is my favorite color. Those are beautiful. Carla, I'm releasing these later tonight. So you're you know, you can race for them. I've had people literally race for earrings before. These are the 2-inch. Again, 2-inch is most popular style and size. It just seems to have the right shape and size for most people. 1-inch is our second most popular, tied with 3-inch. 3 inches are also, I love the shape of the 3 inches. So that's another fantastic shape and style. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at these. This is I forgot to tell you guys, this is a hand blown glass bead. That's a resin bead. That's a metallic bead and glass seed beads at both ends. And then we have the color changing sparkles. That's holographic. Holographic. I changed my budget so I can't buy anymore. You meant you changed your budget so you could buy more. The green is beautiful, but you don't have enough to go with green. Sonny, you're going to love what's coming, though, because you know that this is just the kickoff for spring. Because the spring line, like I said, we're going to go into wings. Spring line this year, well, it's never been named, but this year we've named it, and we're going to call it the fairest feathers, kind of like fairy, but I'm not superstitious and I'm not into fairies and leprechauns and things like that. You'll notice none of these have like good luck. They have little prayers on them, but there's no like good luck. There's no four-leaf. They're not superstitious. I'm Irish, but I'm not superstitious. So you know what that means. I have all the luck, where most Irish people don't. So, yeah. So I'm going to call it fairest feathers instead of fairy feathers. And we're going to get into wings, like butterfly wings and dragonfly wings and bird wings. And we're just going to really have some fun with the spring line, just kind of stretch that feather idea out a little bit. Besides, it's a good time. I always say feathers are to remind us that we can get under a feather for protection, or there are angels among us. You know, the idea of finding a feather, there's to remind us there's angels among us. And to rise up on wings of eagles. Great sayings, great, you know, that's kind of the idea of the feather. But that hiding under the feather could also mean hiding under a wing. So kind of right now, don't we all want to just hide under a wing? There we have it, right? So here, let me get these up close. Trying to hold them so you can see them. There, get my face out of the way. Look at that leather. It is metallic. It is a sea glass slash, I don't even know, just a gorgeous color. It's minty, sea glassy. That's a hand-blown bead, and it is independent. You can see it's hooked there to this string, which is connected together. It's got a glass seed bead, hand-blown glass bead, a metallic bead, a resin bead, and another hand-blown glass bead. Beautiful. Look at this. And it's got the sparkle. I didn't think I would like the chunky glitter, but I have, yes. I didn't think I'd like the chunky glitter either, and then I did it, and I was like, oh, I love that. I never used to be a glitter girl until I started using it, and now it's just like, wow. So there's the back. There's the front. It does have a bluish hint. See, you can see it has a bluish hint. It's almost the color, when it's that color, it almost looks like patina on copper. So it's got a bluish hint. It's definitely a sea glassy kind of feel. Gotta go, folks. I have company. Nice seeing you, Antonia. Which reminds me, it's 3 minutes after. Let's flip over to refresh the auction page and see what's happening over on the auction page. It's refreshing. There we go. Now I've got to hit newest comments. Newest comments. It's still Sonnet for the lead. And did they close it yet? They have not closed it yet. What time is 8 Central? Isn't that like now? So batted, yeah, 9 o'clock here is 8 Central. So they should be closing that shortly. So we're just going to keep an eye on it while we're talking and doing this. That's all the new earrings. That's the spring line. I was hoping my friend Holly was going to join, because Holly's the one that's ordered the custom pair. I was going to show her why I love teal so much. I love teal so much, I actually have teal boots. Brought my boots over to the table, because I can't put my feet up, like, you know, so I just brought my boots over to show. Soon I'll have my hat hanging back over there. It's hanging over here. My hat has one of our feather clips on it. Our feather clips clip on the back of your hat. If you hang it back here further, it'll hang over the edge. And if you put a little citronella on it, it'll keep the bugs away. It'll work like a horse's tail. They are a bestseller every summer. Somebody's in Missouri. I don't know who's in Missouri. You know, I should just worn this hat. There we go. Doesn't look bad now that my hair's growing in. And I've got, they match the, see, and it's red, white, and blue. I painted that myself. Now, if I could figure out how to make those and send them to you so they'd fit your hat, my hat's a little bent, isn't it? I would do that if I could make them fit and match your hat, but I don't know how to do that. So, Skydog Sanctuary, the auction. The auction that we're doing is not Skydog, it's Windwalker. Windwalker Ridge, Mustang Sanctuary. I don't know where they're located. I didn't look that part up. So refresh again. I really thought they would be done by now. So I didn't plan like a game or something. They said they were closing it at today at 8 Central. And those are the earrings. Tomorrow I'm getting a shipment in of more ear hooks. So I'll be able to finish some of the spring lines. I can't wait to show you. But I have to wait because, you know, because I have to wait. We're going to have to wait. So we've got the green ones, though, for spring started. We've got, oh, I just totally lost the page. I hit refresh and it disappeared. Hit the back button and it came back. I must have just clicked something. Okay, say something. Just click newest comments to see if it refreshes. Sonet's still in the lead. All right, we'll give it a couple minutes. I won't just push it. Oh my, you are right. So this one's also in Missouri. Apparently that has stopped leaving comments. So this one's also in Missouri, possibly. Did you guys bring your teas? What teas are you drinking? Super excited to find out who won. And to get started on this new one. So much to do. I'm so excited. Is Carla still here? Did Carla try to decide what she was going to buy? You know what I'm going to do while we're doing this? Going over to the back end of the earring store. I don't know if you noticed, there's already the Ferris Feathers folder. It's a folder on my program for you guys at the tab that you see. So when you're looking through my store and you click, you know, there, and then you click down that you want to go to the earring store, and then you start to scroll down the earring store and it has words, and then right underneath the words there's a couple words here. You can scroll those words across, right? Until you see the different categories. There's 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. You can click on those and then comes the pictures of the different categories. Or you can just scroll down and you get everything. So if you just scroll down, you get everything. That's kind of a lot. It's a little hard to handle. So just instead, go to those little tabs and scroll and find the words. Still here, still deciding. There'll be more next week. Don't worry about it. You have all the time in the world. How's that for a yeah. So we're going to, is there like a, no, that doesn't work. I was trying to see if there's a bulk way of publishing all of these. So I'm working on the sea glass. I've got a couple of those published right now. So I'm doing that while we're waiting to see the outcome of this auction. It's a lot of fun, but when you're not doing it and you're sitting here waiting, that's not fun. And I really kind of want to see if Sonnet wins or if somebody comes in at the last minute and outbids her. But she knows how to get a hold of me. She knows how to order a custom one, so she's okay if that happens. Still always fun to see what happens and how this goes. Lily, are you going to come say hi to everybody? I'm surprised she's not sitting in her chair. I brought her chair over. All of the sea glass ones are loaded. Lily, are you into something? You're being way too quiet. She's like a toddler. Never trust her when she's quiet. Last night she took her little nappy bed here, the nap box that we call it a nap box. She's only in it when she's not up in her chair. When I'm working, she's usually up here. And so she doesn't like it that much, but she tried to bring it to her real bed. Come here. Get up here. Come on. There you go. What do you smell? What are you doing? One more. Here we go. I'm wearing a different hat. Okay, all of those earrings are now live. And then we're going to go back over to this auction. And while we're talking about it, I do have the t-shirt store. Don't forget we have artwork that I made in the t-shirt store. What are you doing? Come here. We have scarves. Sonic bought a few. This is a painting I did during Facebook Live once. I will be doing more. And we made them into scarves. So you can buy the scarves online as well. So we've got scarves. We've got artwork of feathers. T-shirts have artwork on them as well that I did. Lily Sonic says hi. Oh, she's got to drink her water. Did you hear her? And the new thing with picking up the bowl and carrying it into her bed, I have like now everything like locked down. I don't know what this new thing is with bringing everything to her bed. I'm going to have to look that up and find out why dogs bring everything to their bed. Like all of a sudden, that's her new thing. Sonic's still in the lead, and it's still open. Sonic loves her t-shirts. Did your women's t-shirt fit okay? The women's t-shirt is super duper duper soft. Oh, I love that material. But it's also super duper duper see-through. So, if I wear it, you're definitely going to see skin through there. So it's definitely something you have to put a tank top underneath, a cami underneath, something like that. Especially since I think all of them are white in this store. I don't sell this style at all on the Etsy store. The Etsy store has the thicker one that the men's have. Sana, I know you said you were going to use yours as a bathing suit cover, which is also brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Of course, I got the one with my logo on it. You can just scan that. Walking around, people are like, scan your chest? Yeah. So I got the one with the logo, but I also have artwork on it. Not that I didn't, like, design my own logo. I did that. We're only down to 3 people watching. I know Sonic's still on. Sonic wants to know if she won. Who's still here with me? Who's gotten bored and left? Can't blame you for getting bored and leaving. I scheduled this so that way, you know, I'm not the one running this auction. So they're giving a little bit more time for people to join in, which is nice. And it's still open. And it's still Sonic. So I don't think anyone else is going to jump in. I think Sonic's going to be the winner. That's what I'm thinking. So Sonic, they're going to contact me about getting it to you. You can just let them know that I already have your address, so you don't have to give your address to them if you're going to accept it. If you win, I don't know if somebody's going to come in now because it's 15 minutes past when they said they were going to close it. So I don't know if anyone else is going to come in and try to like get it or not. So we'll see. But it looks like you're going to be the winner. Meanwhile, I still use my vase as my earring holder. We have restocked the silvers. We've got these gorgeous sea glass ones. And we've got these beautiful, beautiful... I just love that metallic back. I almost made that the front. But look at that. How could I... They're all just beautiful. I don't know how that happens. I just sit here and just kind of zone off, and it just happens, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm going to redonate it. I need a set to match my bridal. Know how to reach me. Got a whole system in place. If you go to my gallery, there's actually a an example of somebody who just paid 25% of their order for their custom order, and you just, by paying, you agree to the terms of it, and you have X number of days to pay the rest, and after it's made, and if you don't, then I'm going to sell it to somebody else. That's, you know. Squirrel. I drew that. It's hand-drawn. I drew that. And this always reminds me, we did this for a fundraiser as well, and that reminds me to tell people 10% of all purchases go to donations and things that are for a good cause. I got Horsehead wallet from some guy named Roadkill. If you guys need wallets, let me know. I'll send you to Roadkill. Roadkill makes beautiful pens, pencils, wallets. What else does he make? Purses. He's a leather worker and a lathe worker. This is his pencil. This is made of holy wood. Olive wood from the Holy Land, holy wood. Like, that's how it's sold as holy wood, but it's olive tree from the Holy Land. So, olive tree from Israel. And it's a pencil, because I like to use pencils for my designing when I'm designing things and stuff. So that's an RK leather and lathe product right there. And it was in conjunction with him that I made the squirrel, because he's super distractible. And his pens and pencils drew these. And there's a turtle as well. It's actually a tortoise. Sonic keeps reminding me. I thought I was drawing a turtle. It was a tortoise. Sonic keeps reminding me. I'll have to find that later, Sonic, and give you the link to show you what it looks like when you custom order a piece. I'm refreshing the auction once again. I'm really curious. Oh, by the way, Roadkill is my brother. Roadkill Leather and Lathe is my brother. Highest quality, meets my standards, so, you know, that's a good thing. So if you need more leather work, you can support him. He's in the Coast Guard, so he'll be supporting a veteran and his family. They've got a girl in college. They could use the money. My niece goes to Liberty College, studying music, and she's deaf. It's quite a story that she can tell someday. I'll let her do it. Maybe I can get her to come on here live with me sometime and do a live and talk about how cool that is, that she can't hear, but she can play instruments and sing beautifully. It's quite an amazing story for her. 3 people still on. Who's still on? Sonnet, who else? Because I know I'm one of the 3 people on this laptop. It counts. So, what else is still on? Because Sonnet, I think we're just going to close up and end this since they're not ending their auction. It still says open ends today, 21st at 8 p.m. Central. It's definitely past 8 p.m. Central. Carla's still here. Good for you. You're a trooper, because this got really boring. By the way, this is the hard part about the live. When people aren't interacting and you're trying to come up with something to say and you're waiting for something to happen, don't plan a live around somebody else making something happen, because this is what happens when you do. Yeah, it's not fun. So I did plan, though, pretty well for all these kinds of things, and got the timing right. Unfortunately, it didn't always work out the way. Liberty is good. You never know. You never knew she was deaf. You never knew she was deaf. She has hearing devices. It's like 80% or 90% or something like that. It's almost completely deaf. She can barely hear. She's great at reading lips. When she was a toddler, she used to look at us, put her little hand on her hip and say, "Could you look at me while you talk to me?" And we all thought she was just being, look at me when I'm talking to you, you know, that whole, like a parent does. But she couldn't hear us unless we were looking at her because she was reading lips. So we didn't even know she had any problems for the longest time because she was just super precocious and knew how to compensate and make her life good. So the auction's still going, Sonnet. I don't know. I think we're going to call this quits tonight and come back again next week and we'll congratulate you and find out what you did with the earrings because you're still top of the list on that. And next week, instead of Tuesday, because I have a meeting on Tuesday night, I'm going to switch off and I'm going to do the live a different day, probably Thursday, which I just switched from, which is going to confuse everybody. Maybe I just won't do one at all, or maybe I'll just do them randomly throughout the week. Because if I want to be confusing, I might as well just be all over the place. But I'm going to have to cancel next week because of this meeting on Tuesday. But I could do it earlier. I can't wait till these get longer and stop being so straight up in the air. Okay, results next week. You're 100% deaf in your left ear. What? 60 in your right. What? I'm sorry, what? What? See what I mean about these curls? They're just going every which way they want. Johnny, remember my hair was long and I used to pull it all up and the curls would just go. And people are like, oh, you use a curling iron. Nope. That's what these do. I mean, I would straighten it. I could straighten it, but, you know. Alrighty, we're going to call it quits. We're going to say have a great week. I'm going to get some stuff done. We've got a few, like I said, a custom order going out. I'll definitely be showing everyone the custom order. We've got these, and we've got the rest of the spring line. Well, not the rest, but a couple more of the spring line coming. I've got bookmarks coming because I keep selling out of those. So more bookmarks are on the way. Bracelets are on the way. Those are the things that are already on the workbench. So keep your eyes peeled. Those are all coming as soon as I can get them all done and get away with the computer. So I'm going to get away with the computer. And for you on Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble, I will see you all later. And next time, live from the studio. How's that for my sign off? I'm working on this on it. What do you think? I'll see you next time, live from the studio. Carla, don't do lives. They're so much work. No, really, they're not bad. You get used to talking to yourself. Kind of. Not really, but they do get easier. They really do. They do get easier. And let us know when you're going live and stuff, and maybe I can get Sonnet to come join us, because she is really like my lifeline with these comments all the time. They keep me on track, and they keep me sometimes off track, and they keep me going. And that's kind of how we do it. Not really a super salesy. I do show what it is. I tell you what it's made of, but I'm not super selly. Like, I'm not. It would work for yarn, because you can just show us what the yarn looks like, and we all get excited who like yarn. When you have a product that sells itself, it's kind of easy. So I can't wait to get my yarn. I'm really excited. I already told my aunt, and she's like, "That's so cool." So she's leaving this week to take all of her scraps on a cruise to do her little granny squares. It's going to be so much fun to watch, see what she does. I'm going to go cruise the Caribbean and make granny squares. I love her anyway. Okay, I'm signing off. I'm going to drink my tea. Good night.